Hi guys! Today I wanted to do a full face of Nothing New inspired by Ali Glines. We are going to use all old products, things I've had for a long time, because I have brought a lot of new makeup in over the past month or so, and I just want to give some love to the products that I've had for a while because they are just as good as my newer products. Also, do you notice anyone in the background? Heidi's in the house! How cute is that? I saw her in there and I was like, oh, I gotta film now. Because I'm always there. They use the tree, but not when I'm filming. I wish they would use it more. But anyway, today I want to try out this combo for my base. The NYX Bear With Me Concealer mixed with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I saw, is it Erin's Makeup Obsession on Instagram? She was talking about how much she loves this combination, and I was like, I have both of those products. I need to try that because I love both of these. And I have a feeling they're going to work together really well because they just seem like the kind of products that would be compatible, you know? So I just took a little dollop of both and I'm just going to mix them together. Actually, I really should use a primer. I'm going to use my e.l.f. This is a mess. Hold on. Before I put that on, I want to use my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer because I do want to finish this up. Getting quite close to finishing it. I think I might be down to like the last use in here after this. Yeah, I think I have just about one more use left in there. Alright, now for the foundation. Been having a lot of breakouts, specifically on my chin, which is weird because I used to have them more so on my cheeks, but in recent months I've been getting them a lot on my chin, and I've switched birth control like 3 times. And I think I'm going to switch again because this one I like everything about it except the fact that it breaks me out. So we might be trying yet another one. I'm looking a little dry over here, like especially on my chin. And I think I've just been having some dry skin days. I think these two products together look beautiful overall. Honestly, I think I probably just should have used more hydrating stuff underneath them because I think I just used too lightweight of a moisturizer, and so that's really the problem. But I definitely would combine these two again. I think they work really nicely together. Like the finish is gorgeous. It's definitely on the lighter coverage side, but I'm happy with it. And you can adjust the coverage by just using more concealer and less of the e.l.f. also. Then I think I'll use a different concealer. I think for my concealer, I want to use this combo because I actually found I really like these two together, the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer and the Milani Conceal and Perfect Under Eye Brightener in Rose. This concealer from Natasha Denona is like a little bit too dark for me, but when I mix it with this brightener, it's perfect. So I'm just going to take a little bit of both and mix it all together. I am so excited. I'm getting my hair cut in 2 days and I cannot wait. It's only been like a little over a month since I last got my hair cut. I think it's been like a month and a half, so 6 weeks, which I guess isn't that short of a time for some people. For me, I usually wait like 3 to 6 months in between haircuts, sometimes longer. But anyway, I had my hair cut in early October, and the person that cut my hair for some reason made the back longer than the sides. Heidi's scratching up the inside of her house. And for me, when it comes to having short hair, I really want it to be the same length all the way around. I don't want it longer in the back. I don't want it shorter in the back either. I just want it all the same length. And I guess I didn't specify that because I showed her some pictures, so I kind of thought it was implied that that's what I wanted, but I don't know if that's just like a different style that people are into or what, but I don't have it styled right now. I actually just let it air dry after I washed it. But so you can't quite tell. When it's all straight, you can really tell the back is longer than the front. And I hate it, honestly. Like, it's like all I can focus on when I look in the mirror. I'm like, oh my god, like there's something about that just like does not suit me. I feel like it almost like drags my face down. I think I'm gonna both contour and bronze today, so I'm gonna contour with the Oma contour stick in White Pearl, which I'm getting pretty close to using up. I like using it with this Ciate and Hannah Martin collab blush brush. Perfect for cream contour. Anyway, getting it cut again, actually by the same person that cut it back in July when I first chopped it really short. I'm going back to her because I really liked the way that she cut it, and I'm just gonna stick with her from now on because I think like we're on the same wavelength, you know? It is so wintry outside. Today's the first day, hence my turtleneck, that it's really starting to feel like winter, and I am loving it. We actually got a little bit of snow earlier today. It was very brief, and of course it didn't stick, but like when I look out the window, it really looks like winter. Like there are hardly any leaves left on these trees also. Ooh, I want to put earrings on. Just gonna do some classic gold hoops. I think I also want to use both a cream and powder blush. The cream blush I want to use is my Minori cream blush in the shade Scarlet. I love this shade. I also think this is so pretty for the fall and winter. I'm actually going to try it with this Ciate brush. We'll see how that does. Ooh, this is the perfect, like, just in from the cold blush when you apply it kind of heavily. Ooh, that is so beautiful. Anyway, yeah, I'm like kind of loving the cozy winter weather. The cats are loving it too. They've actually been a lot more cuddly, especially Heidi. She's not super cuddly except in the winter, and they all like to sleep on the bed. Sometimes not all at the same time, but Heidi has been sleeping in the bed with us a lot more, whereas in the winter she never even set foot on our bed. She had no interest. But now she's like all over our laps and she's cuddling with her sisters. It's so cute. I'm actually also going to use the Oma cream highlight on my cheekbones. This highlighter is really nice if you want something that's like not going to emphasize texture at all, because this really almost mimics the look of like an actually dewy face. I do really like the look of just kind of like dewy, naturally glowing skin. I'm gonna powder with my original e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder in light, so not the light pink shade for once. This, I believe, is my oldest powder, and it has been a favorite for a really long time. I feel like my under eyes look dry too, even though I did use an eye cream today. I used the Cocoa Kind, the new Cocoa Kind eye cream that I think it's like in a pink tube. I forget what it's called. It has like a slight salmon tint to it, but it doesn't actually show up on the skin in a color corrector or concealer type of way. Like it doesn't have any coverage to it. I don't really feel like the tint actually does anything, but I don't know, maybe it does. This like outer corner of this eye looks really dry for some reason. And the inner corner too, it's like peeling a little bit. I'll actually go ahead and powder my whole face with that e.l.f. loose powder. Time for some bronzer. I want to use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer in Fair. I love this. I think I've had this for 3 years now. It does not feel like that long, but I'm pretty sure I bought this like 3 years ago. Around this time too. I have like a weirdly good memory when it comes to when I bought things. I'm doubling up on all my cheek products today, bronzer, blush, and highlighter. I'm doing both cream and powder for both because I'm just in the mood to use like a lot of products. So now I want to use my Milani Baked Blush in Berry Amore to top that Minori cream blush. I don't know if I've ever combined these two blushes. For my powder highlighter, I want to use my Nabla Skin Glazing in Privilege. This is actually in my everyday makeup drawer right now, but I feel like I haven't used it a whole lot, so we're gonna use it today. I've also had this for like 3 years, I think, and I love it so much. So that's the face. Let's move on to the eyes now. I picked out my Milani eyeshadow primer. This is definitely my OG eyeshadow primer. This was like one of the first eyeshadow primers I ever owned. Okay, and then for my brows, I'm using a classic combo, the NYX Brow Glue and the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Pen, both in the shade Taupe. I actually don't love the brow glue. It's just not as heavy duty as other brow glues. And then I also fill them in with the brow pen, which I love. This is my holy grail. For my eyeshadow, I really want to use my ABH Norvina palette because this palette is going to be retiring soon, and I'm really sad. I guess I don't have to retire it at the end of the year, like I said I was going to. I'll think about it. I just want to give this palette as many uses as I can before the end of the year. I would love to finish the shade Bare. Is that what it's called? Yeah, or no, Base. And maybe even Dazzling. Maybe I should repress that. But I went ahead and set my eye primer with Base, or at least like from the crease up. I want to do something very fall. Trying to decide if I want to go the more warm mustard route or the burgundy plummy route. Let's do the kind of burgundy berry route. I'm gonna go into the shade Love, the pink matte, or it's actually kind of, it has a little bit of shimmer to it, but it's mostly matte. Let's see how well these mattes perform. Maybe I can keep this longer, because it was really that I felt like the mattes were starting to not work so well. I feel like that blended really well. Next, on a small crease brush, I'm picking up some of the shade Passion, the burgundy matte. This is the Alter Ego 201, and that first brush I used was the BK Beauty 212. You know, honestly, I feel like these mattes are performing really well. Going back to that first larger crease brush and blending everything together. Then I'm going to pick up some of Drama, this dark purple shimmer, and that is going right up above my lash line, just in this outer half of my eye. Kind of gently and really smokily, that's not a word, winging that out. And that I did with the BK Beauty 204. Back to my grease brush. Next I'm taking some of Dazzling. I'm really running low on this shade. And I'm packing that all over my lid. Really like that shade. And then I'm also going to take some of Rose Gold. The shade is so pretty. And this I'm focusing here in the center and just outer half of my lid. I'm going to add a little more rosiness to this look. Then for my inner corner, I'm taking some of Wild Child. And then I'm just tapping on with my pinky and also bringing it up onto my lid. Or like kind of my inner crease. Taking a bare crease brush and blending all around the edges of everything. So I feel like, I don't know, just needed a little bit more blending. I'm going to take a little bit more of Bare and clean up below the brows and in the outer corner as well. Taking a little more of Love Actually, adding just a little bit more of that to my crease because I just feel like I need a little more pink. Yeah, I want to try and use this a bunch before the end of the year. But also, I felt like it performed pretty well, so maybe I don't need to retire it quite so soon. I'm going to use a little bit of this CoverGirl 24-Hour Kohl eyeliner pencil in black. I used up a bunch of this for my Halloween makeup because I went as a black cat, or actually Binks from Hocus Pocus, and I used this eyeliner to draw on my whiskers, to do my eyeliner, so it got a lot of use that day because I also touched up during the day. I do feel like this pencil is kind of dry, and it could just be that it's like getting dried out because it is old, but I don't feel like it's as creamy as it once was. Gotta curl my lashes. And I guess since we're using nothing new, I'll use my Ciate Wonder Wand mascara. Don't love this, it's very crumbly, but it does make my lashes look nice and dramatic. I guess I could have used my e.l.f. lash extender, but I don't really want to use a brown mascara with a black eyeliner. Actually, I'm going to take a little bit more of this liner down below as well and smudge it out with that same smudge brush that I used in that purple shadow. And then for my setting spray, I'm going to go with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Cover up my hair. I love this setting spray. Now I just need to pick a lip color. You know what I kind of want to do is use my Estate Lip Thirst in Pina, which is a beautiful, rich plum. And I'm thinking I'll pair that with my Wet n Wild Color Icon lip liner in Brandy Wine, because this will bring out even more of that like kind of raisin color. This lip pencil is kind of dry. I think it might be old. Like, it kind of smells like crayon or like colored pencil. Like, I wonder if it was on the shelf for a long time before I even bought it. Because now I do think they are phasing this out. But yeah, it's a little dry. I feel like it goes on, kind of tugs at any dry spots on my lips. So then I'm going to go over that with this Estate lipstick. I love that dark vampy lip with this berry eye. I think it's so fun and so fall. I am having so much fun with fall makeup, you guys. I never want it to end. But I'm also excited for Christmas. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'm so glad Heidi could join us today, even though she's not super visible in her house. I'm so glad she was here to make the vibes extra cozy in this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing this full face of nothing new. If you did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do also have a Patreon and a channel membership if you would like to support my channel further and get access to exclusive bonus content. Both the Patreon and the channel membership are the same in terms of what you get. The only difference is that with the YouTube membership, you get these custom emojis that you can use when you comment on my videos. Huge shout out to all of my current patrons and channel members. Thank you all so much for your support. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow for the next day of Vlogmas. Bye!